anti-Israel movement on campus is unavoidable.
A professor from my school was actually on the most recent flotilla from Gaza, and he's actually in an Israeli prison right now. The biggest challenge that you face being an Israel advocate on campus is not having the appropriate support or the necessary facts that you need to fend off a certain situation.
Palestine will be free! Students for Justice in Palestine and Muslim Student Association are totally advocating the destruction of Israel and Israel no longer being a Jewish state.
One of the major challenges that we faced on our campus was that there are a lot of Jewish students, but they really didn't know a lot about Israel, and they really didn't know how to express what they believe about Israel.
Due to the tremendous amount of anti-Israel propaganda on campus, in 2001, AISH partnered with the Foreign Ministry of Israel to create the Hasbara Fellowships. Our strategy was always based on the belief that we can only really win the battle on campus through students.
The result was the first Hasbara Fellowships in 2001. Since then, Hasbara Fellowships has educated and trained more than 2,000 university students.
The best thing about Hasbara Fellowships is that it takes you to Israel and shows you key points in the conflict.
Seeing firsthand the Jewish connection to the land was a really big motivating factor when I went back, because I knew that what I was standing up for was right.
And really brings you to these places so that you can go back to campus and say, I was there, I've seen it, I know how it's happened.
We learn from politicians, historians, academics, and journalists about the history of Israel and current events in Israel right now.
We heard from real experts about why Israel needs defensible borders, how Israel is working towards peace.
And it basically industry experts that teach us all about what's going on in Israel. We don't just hear the facts, but we live the facts.
But the only way to win the battle on campus is by empowering students. Students know how to connect with their peers, how to influence their peers, so it's our responsibility to give them the training, the education, and the confidence that they can go to their campuses and make the real difference.
One of the things that I really took away from the program was how to build a pro-Israel community on campus.
Many times in my university experience, I've seen people try to stand up for Israel based on emotion alone. And one thing that I've learned is that you absolutely cannot do this.
We really learned how to communicate about Israel's desire for peace.
I definitely felt very inspired. I gained a lot of confidence.
You need facts and you need the confidence that Hasbara instills in you.
What we tried to do on campus was not just counter the anti-Israel movement, but also reach out to other students on campus, both Jewish and non-Jewish.
The majority of students are minimally involved before they come on the training program, but within a year, 80% are meeting or exceeding expectations for activism.
I got very involved when I got back to campus after Hasbara, organizing speakers, organizing rallies.
We invite speakers, and we also host cultural events and just educate students so that they understand what it's really like on the ground in Israel.
Our ability to have a huge impact on campus has grown exponentially. Not only are we bringing so many more students than we ever have before, but we're able to impact so many more campuses across North America, and we're able to have students who are organizing so many more pro-Israel events and activities. The potential is tremendous.